Yo, what up, fam? My yam. This is Governor 420 coming back at you guys with another one. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain to you guys today what the phrase "Let's go, Brandon" really means. Okay. Now here is a Republican politician in the Senate or the Congress, I believe. I don't know. And he basically shouts out, "Let's go, Brandon."
I thank my. Let's go, Brandon. I yield back.
Okay, so why did this corporate parasite Republican motherfucker say that shit in our government, in our Congress or Senate, wherever the fuck he's at? It's because his voters, this little lady right here on the bottom, the all-American, whatever, patriot, American hero, eagle-blooded,
Let's go, Brandon.
belongs here and you don't fucking American. They all like that phrase, "Let's go, Brandon," because basically there was a NASCAR event and the crowd was shouting "fuck Joe Biden," and the news anchor, she can't cuss on TV, and she basically said, "Oh, the crowd is cheering," and she had to come up with something else besides what they're actually cheering because she can't fucking cuss basically on TV, you know what I mean? Otherwise she'll lose her fucking high paying reporter job. So she had to, basically fucking come up with something off the top of their heads. And actually I think she did a good fucking job because she basically saved her fucking ass and her career, you know what I mean? So basically she said, oh wow, they're shouting "Let's go, Brandon," instead of "fuck Joe Biden," because basically, you can't be saying that kind of shit on national TV, right? So these conservatives got all cool like, "Oh man, you see that? The media is trying to hide people saying let's fuck or fuck Joe Biden." I was gonna say let's fuck Joe Biden. Although I wouldn't put it past a Republican to fuck Joe Biden's dead body if, they were to take him out or do some shit like that. I would, yeah, they probably would fuck his dead body, man, for sure, because these motherfuckers are pretty crazy. In any fucking way. So, yeah, so the Republicans, all like the corporate parasites they are starting to make a bunch of TikTok videos and shouting out "Let's go, Brandon." They're making t-shirts and shit like that and blah, blah, blah. All because this one reporter did not want to cuss on fucking TV, and she saved her fucking career and shit. Now these Republicans are all like, "Oh yeah, that means the media, blah, blah, blah." These people are so fucking unbelievably intelligent, but any fucking way. So let me go ahead and explain what "Let's go, Brandon" really means, okay? So what these Republicans do, if you really pay attention to them, if you hear the way they talk and shit like that, they tell you a lot of crazy shit. For instance, Republican told me windmill gives him cancer, tap water turns him gay. There's fucking Jewish space leaders that start forest fires. Obama lives under the White House and is secretly controlling Joe Biden. And then they complain about Mr. Potato Head not having a dick anymore, or because some company switched it up with Mr. Potato Head, and they blamed the left for it. And here's the fucking thing with that Mr. Potato Head bullshit, okay? We don't have nothing to do with that shit, okay? Companies do whatever the fuck they want to do, and they will do, for instance, if the whole entire country were racist and shit like that, companies will advertise to those people because that's where the money is. Now, the reason why companies change their things now to, gay or whatever like that is because the new generation of children are okay with people being gay or bisexual or transgender or whatever the fucking case is. So they are advertising to a new generation of people who are not majority of Republican, you know what I mean? Not a lot of people are Republican and shit and fucking hate gays, and they're more tolerable to that kind of fucking bullshit. The newer generation. And that's basically what these companies are doing, is they're advertising to those individuals because, the older generation is getting older and fucking dying off or whatever. So they're basically trying to advertise to the new school rather than the old school. So it is what it is, man, when it comes to these companies. They do their own fucking shit. But like I said, Republicans are very intelligent, so they blame the people on the left for companies doing their shit, when in reality, they're just out for the money like they always are. And that's the reason why Republicans give them fucking corporate tax cuts in the first place. You get what I'm saying? So here's the thing. Here's the whole fucking cake of "Let's go, Brandon," okay? So when Republicans say all this crazy shit about Humpty Dumpty's dick falling off, the Mr. Potato Head's dick falling off, they can't celebrate Christmas anymore, and Trump needs to save Christmas and shit like that, even though fucking Christmas was never taken away from these fucking weird ass Republicans, right? And when Republicans say windmill gives them cancer, tablet turns them gay, horse ass cream medication cures COVID-19. You see, all this shit Republicans juggle in their fucking minds. It's like a gumbo of shit and garbage. You get what I'm saying? And it's just like turns and turns inside their fucking mouths, dude. And when they talk, they sound fucking very weird if you're not in that fucking garbage fucking bullshit that they're in. And here's the thing, folks, is that some of you are like, well, where do these people get all this fucking crazy shit that they believe? Well, from Fox News and shit, you know? If you're on the left, man, and you're trying to sit there and teach a Republican how the fucking windmills don't give them cancer, you're basically shoveling through shit and shit and shit, trying to find their fucking mind and their brain and any kind of form, like a sense of intelligent life inside of fucking Republicans' mind, right? So once you actually shovel out all that fucking shit and garbage, and you actually get to their fucking mind and their brains and you try to teach it something, they just watch Fox News or watch some other conservative fucking radio shit and cover all that other shit up with some more garbage and fucking just bullshit. Like, for instance, I remember Republicans telling me that fucking Joe Biden's putting the vaccine in fucking salads now. You get what I'm saying? None of that shit has value to your daily life. But what it is, though, what these Republicans have, though, in their minds is they enjoy that fantasy, thinking about, you know, this weird shit like Jewish space lasers in the sky and shit. You know what I mean? They just love juggling all this fucking madness and dog shit fucking knowledge inside their fucking brains because they're like monkeys, you know? They're just entertained by a lot of dumb shit. So when somebody says, oh, the tap water turns you good, like, ooh, I know it did. Ooh. You know what I mean? They sit there and clap because their minds are so fascinated with a bunch of garbage and stupid shit, right? See, but that's the thing too. In the wild, Republicans will come at you with all that stupid shit. But see, me, on the other side, I don't have none of that garbage and shit in my fucking mind. What I come at you with is, hey man, we need to tax Jeff Bezos so we can get free college and free fucking healthcare. You see that shit? My shit is simple. My shit would change your life, change your kid's life, change your grandkids' life. You see, what I fucking tell you has a lot of weight. You know what I mean? That is a life-changing experience for a lot of fucking people. That's what my words and my set is on, rather than fucking windmills giving cancer and horse ass cream medication fucking curing COVID and shit. But you see, Republican, that's another thing too. That's why you can't really debate Republican on policies and what to do with education and healthcare and things like that, because their fucking minds are so gumbled with fucking caca and garbage and shit. It's like, how do you communicate with a fucking person like that? We're trying to do something intelligent towards fucking the society when their minds are like, oh, we need to get rid of Jewish space lasers and the windmills giving us cancer and shit. Problems that we can't even solve because they don't exist, because these people are fucking idiots, man. You get what I'm saying? And the thing is what they believe does not change your life, does not make your life better. It just keeps the water stagnant. You know, the way that it is around you, it stays the fucking same. You get what I'm saying? And that's the whole point of Let's Go Brandon and all the shit that, because here's the thing, Fox News and radio hosts that these people listen to are the ones feeding these people all that fucking garbage and fucking bullshit, dog. Now let me tell you something. Let me show you an example of what a Republican looks like when his mind is filled with all that garbage. Now pay attention to what this fucking guy says right here and tell me if you can figure out what the fuck he's saying.
Politicians, the deep state, all
pay attention
that.
to this
I don't believe it was people like me and people like you see over there in that crowd that did it.
Who was behind?
FBI, CIA, Antifa were used. Other groups like that.
It seemed like a lot of them were going into the Capitol to attack Nancy Pelosi and perhaps hang.
Who?
What's that?
Who? Which one? The one with the bull horns? He's not a Trump supporter. I don't care what his resume says. He's not a Trump supporter. In fact, do you remember the picture of the plane in Afghanistan with all the people running next to it? That was a balloon plane. If you look at the pictures of the real plane, and there's pieces that are missing from the real plane to that plane.
So you're saying there's a conspiracy around the Afghanistan withdrawal?
No, I'm saying that there was one guy there who ran. It's the only guy who turned to the camera and waved his hands. Do y'all remember that? Everybody remember that? He's the guy with the horns on his hat.
He was in Afghanistan.
Yes, go look at the pictures.
I think